Oh shit. Today we are reacting to he's destroying his body for looks. Dun dun dun. Alright, let's get into this shit.
Gotta say, you know what, just to play devil's advocate, he's right. But one thing I disagree with is not injecting testosterone into your body exogenously if you don't have to. And this is the problem with this guy. This guy who's going viral now, his name is clavicular.
He did all that just to look better, bro. He looks okay. He looks like basically a white nigga. He looked like a normal
looksmaxxer who's just injecting himself with a whole bunch of drugs in order to make himself look good. And one of those drugs is including one well-known here in America by the name of meth. But it does start with an M. And
he's doing meth? Oh yeah, he's definitely a crackhead too. I'm already calling it now. As soon as you start doing meth, you're definitely not gonna just stop there. Nigga probably on crack, fentanyl, snorting, injecting himself. You ever seen have you ever walked into a gas station and seen the nigga sleep like this? Ass out, hunched over. He's one of those. I'm already calling it now. Horrible.
With an F. I'm pretty sure we all know what particular type of drug or category of drug I am talking about. But it seems as though this guy's going viral for a lot of different things that I can't really cover in this video because I want to kind of, not waste people's time. But this 19, 20-year-old guy here, who at this point in time is known for bone...
I thought he was 24. What?
Which is taking a very hard object and smashing your facial bones.
Oh yeah, and he's crazy. Because I know this right here caused brain damage. I remember when I used to watch the looksmaxxing content. I wasn't watching it to actually do any of the bullshit. But I was actually watching it just for entertainment. Because I like at least looking like I'm watching educational content. So I'm up there looking at niggas hitting their face with rocks, hammers, boulders, all type of crazy shit. I'm like, nigga, are y'all good? Like, damn, ain't no way it's that serious. And then y'all niggas do all that and grow up to look like normal people. And some of these niggas don't even look normal. Nigga, I saw a nigga who had a jawline that looked like a pit bull. Like, nigga, if that's what you've been destroying your face for all these years, nigga, eat tree bark. What the fuck are you doing, buddy? Nigga up there trying to start a fire in his mouth and shit.
To induce some type of bone growth at that particular area to make his face look more sharp. Yeah, that's the thing. He injects himself.
That's dumb as fuck. That's just brain damage, bro.
With third-party syringes filled with testosterone at the age of 19, 20 years old, when at that age, your testosterone should be produced naturally within your own body. If you hook yourself on testosterone at that age, your body won't be able to naturally produce it in the long run, so he's kind of fucked himself in that regard. He also say he sniffs meth in order to lean max, basically using meth to suppress his appetite in order to maintain low body fat percentages. So instead of just going on a calorie deficit, not eating too much or possibly doing intermittent fasting, he decides to instead use meth in order to suppress his appetite. Now, to be fair, a lot of other influencers and creators and celebrities out there use another thing that we all know to suppress their appetites, and that is what we now know as Ozempic, a GLP-1 that suppresses your appetite too. But instead of using that,
all of this shit is crazy. Like, what the hell? This looks like a pregnancy test. Niggas are using this to fucking stop eating? What the fuck? Let me slow myself down. I ate 4 burgers today. Let me go snort some meth. Let me go... What the fuck do you even do with this? What do you do with this?
I guess because he can't get access to that for some reason, he decides to sniff instead. And by the way, most of his fan base is full of young teenage boys that he's influencing.
What drugs do you take in a day? I'm taking testosterone every single day. Take 7.5 milligrams of Accutane a day. I use crystal for for hollow cheeks. I'm not a huge longevity guy.
Yeah, so he said it himself. He's not a huge
Oh yeah, so he's not a huge longevity guy. So he plans on dying at a young age. We understand. In GTA. Niggas can't die in real life. Are you crazy? In GTA, of course.
longevity guy. His goal is not to live for a long time. His goal is not to live to, 90, 100 years old by optimizing his health. His goal is to have as much fun as possible, look good as possible, make as much money as possible, and to get as famous as possible with the least amount.
I just made a new hire who churns out content better than most
I'm not getting
influencers,
premium,
costs
nigga,
less than my
shut up.
monthly coffee habit, and I built
You
it in
rich
literally
niggas get it
5
for me,
minutes. I wanted
bitch
something
ass
that could
nigga.
jump in.
Amount of work necessary. And I get it, you want to work smarter instead of harder. You want to take the path of least resistance. But when it comes to a point to where it now starts to negatively impact your health and you're exogenously ingesting or injecting yourself with narcotics, steroids, smashing your face with a hammer in order to get better cheekbones,
Don't this nigga look like he... Why does it look like he got makeup on? Oh no, he probably just got done beating the other side of his face with that motherfucker. I thought he was trying to be a masculine man. What is he beating his face for? And that shit sound like it hurts too.
this is what this guy has done in order to apparently
Nigga trying to use his face as a drum set and shit. God damn.
better cheekbones. And guys, I just gotta say, disclaimer, don't ever do this. This is not only will it probably just mess up your face, damage your skin, and actually do long-term physical harm to you, there's just no scientific evidence to support that bone smashing will actually get you better cheekbones. At this point in time, I don't believe there's any scientific literature to back up this theory. I know technically it can make your bones grow back stronger, but we don't know if it can actually enlarge them. I mean, even if it did, wouldn't it just make some asymmetrical, lopsided effect over time? Because you're not applying the same amount of pressure asymmetrically to both sides in a constant manner for this to have the effect that you want. So likely this...
He probably is. He probably counting down like, alright, I hit my face with a bat 7 times over here. Gotta make sure I do it at least 7.5 times over here to even it out. Well, I said 7 times over here as well to even it out.
already had good cheekbones. And the correlation he saw by losing fat and revealing his cheekbones led him to the consensus that bone smashing was the cause for this particular type of effect. This is why they say correlation does not equal causation. People mismatch and identify the cause and effect of particular things all the time.
Wait, is it true you do math? Somebody told me you do math too. I do math, yes. So I do math to, basically suppress my appetite.
I actually do believe him. If it's Adderall, just say it's Adderall. Don't make it sound worse with but that is a very common tactic.
That's just sad, man. Guys, please don't use those.
So Sneeko was a part of this bullshit too? Talking about this a very common tactic, nigga. What the hell are you talking about? To do what? To look better? Adderall and meth? God damn. These are the type of niggas you see inside a lab mixing up drugs. Oh God. Gasoline and heroin. Make something called Fent Breeze. What, nigga?
Don't use literally, please just go on a calorie deficit or burn more calories than you are eating per day. Additionally, if you have a very large appetite due to your genetics or whatever, then please.
God damn, that motherfucker fatter than a bitch. Yeah, y'all gotta put a collar around that little motherfucker. Take his ass on a walk. Stop him from eating for a couple of days. Hey, buddy, it's
Just
time to
eat
slow down.
very satiating foods like meat, whole foods like complex carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, avocados, potentially yams, both types if you know what I mean, and high quality meat. Pause.
Oh,
This
yeah, I'm already knowing what you mean by yams. I can't wait. I'm finna eat some too.
help to dampen your, your appetite instead of like literally injecting yourself with hardcore drugs. It's not necessary in my opinion. It just isn't.
Try to get leaner. Try to lean.
Wait, so how are you not like tweaking right now if you do?
Well, I mean, once you use it for a while, and if you use moderate dosages, you're just getting like the same effects as Adderall plus the appetite suppression.
Okay.
So if you guys didn't know, methamphetamine
Look at his whole chat saying just like you, just like.
is essentially the same, class of drug as.
Is he promoting meth? Is that what he's like? Just so you guys know, if you're interested in buying meth, then DM me if you need good prices. Meth is an appetite suppressant. In low doses, it's not actually
Addictive.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Alright, bitch ass nigga, this the 5th
as
time.
detrimental as people think.
All right, Sneeko, please don't even co-sign any of this, bro. Like, I just gotta say, because I'm a creator too, we're all in our 20s. Clav is like 20 years old, or he's literally about to turn 20, right? So we're all Gen Z creators. We need to stop this, bro. Looksmaxxing has taken over this culture in such a way that I can already see the logical conclusion. And I'm not per se against looksmaxxing. There are two different.
Nigga, this shit been going on for the last couple of years. I'm surprised niggas just now hearing about this. I was hearing about this shit back when I was in high school, nigga. I'm 22 now. This ain't no new phenomenon, nigga. Talking about it's taking over the culture, nigga. It was really taking over the culture back when Andrew Tate was in office. Looksmaxxing. Red pill. Crazy.
Types of categories: hard maxing, and then there's soft maxing. Soft maxing, basically good skincare routine, working out, low body fat, eating healthy, white teeth, doing things that aren't too invasive for your body naturally to make yourself look better. And then there's hard maxing, but this guy wants to get a double jaw surgery, by the way. He wants to pay $35,000. That is prime example of what hard maxing is: invasive surgery, rhinoplasties, double jaw surgery, surgeries for your orbital bone, your maxilla to bring it. All that is it's just unnecessary. The guy already looks good, and based off of previous images, I understand the things that he's done to make himself look better. It's obvious. I get it. Leaner, he's more tan. I think he used peptides and the quote-unquote bone smashing. I don't think that had anything to do with his quote-unquote ascendance, but clearly,
yeah, he didn't need meth, gang. You didn't need to do meth. God damn.
He was younger here. He was still going through puberty. Man's had acne and all that. So obviously, a lot of the things that he's done to, make himself look better has worked objectively. However, I'm not going to condone people using hardcore drugs like the word that starts with M and ends with F. I'm not going to advocate for people using peptides, right? That, if you want to use them, go ahead. But understand the risks that comes with that, and understand there are third-party factories out there that can poison you with low-quality stuff. And mind you, you have to inject peptides as well with a syringe. And then on top of that, I'm not going to advocate for young men to exogenously inject themselves with testosterone, of which you have to inject as well. And then on top of that, he says he's using 7 pills with testosterone.
You can tell this nigga fighting demons. That shit crazy. He like, man, only if I can bring myself to pick up the hammer.
Of which you have to inject as well. And then on top of that, he says he's using 7.5 milligrams of Accutane per day. Listen, if you have acne problems and no matter what you do, it just won't go away, and you're like Clav, 2 years ago or a year ago, understandable. Go to your doctor. If you qualify, go for it. But understand the long-term side effects of using all these drugs in conjunction with each other at the same time. Mind you, this guy is still 19, 20, and he looks like he's, 5, 6, 7 years older than that already. Also, additionally, apparently he's been, he got his girl to looksmaxx as well, as you can see in this video here.
Oh no, it actually did do something for her. She look like a fucking model now. They honestly both do, but shit. What was wrong with this? They look completely different, man.
So obviously they look better. I'm not gonna gaslight you guys. Objectively, they do look better, right? To a certain degree. Or they're more conventionally attractive. They both lost weight. They both got lean. Here they look like young, happy, you know, whatever. Generic couple, right? Here they look like, I'm not
Mother and father.
a lie, arrogant, cocky, you know, rich kids. Objectively, you know, they've like kind of, you know, increased their SMV or their model-esque looks with the methods of which they proceeded with. Now, a lot of people will say they look uncanny, but you guys got to understand what they did. He used that drug that rhymes with F, and he probably also likely influenced her to do the same thing. Mind you, this girl is still like 16, 17, and he's been also injecting her face with, I think, I'm not sure what,
Goddamn,
Botox maybe?
Coach. What the hell is she injecting her face with?
It's like needles all fucked up.
Jeff Epstein just tipped $4. Yo, my nigga, I hear you got the plug for those fresh stasis.
So yeah, he apparently, based off of this title I'm seeing here, streamer clavicular injecting his 17-year-old girlfriend with face filler. Listen, you don't need face filler at such a young age, in my opinion. You know, I'm not gonna condone this, like I'm not gonna promote this, because all of this is going to compound over time. It's only gonna age you faster, and it's only going to catch up to you in the long run. You know, 10 years from now, come back to this video and let's compare and contrast how clavicular looks. You know, and I get it, Gen Z, listen, we are a very superficial, shallow, looks obsessed, brain rot obsessed, meme obsessed, social media obsessed, compare and contrast
Not
obsessed generation. Everything is about who's the hottest, who's the prettiest, who's the richest, who has the most clout, right? But I promise you, in the long run, a lot of this is gonna catch up. It is. And you know what? At least this guy, Clav, understands that he's not normal. He understands that he's an outlier and that he
even said it himself. He's not here for a long game. I'm here for a short one. Fuck is you talking about? I'm gonna look good for like another 5, 6, 7 years, and then I'm gonna put myself on the bench, sir. Thank you.
acknowledges that he might be autistic, and it makes sense. I believe typically autistic people become fixated on particular things that make them obsessed and allow them to go to the extremes that I've seen this firsthand. If you're a creator like myself, you're experienced with a lot of different communities, right? Anime, cosplay, femcel, incel, red pill, ED, Twitter, political, liberal, leftist, right-wing communities, all kinds of communities, Redditor communities, and a lot of these people in these communities who take things to the utmost extreme of everything, they tend to be autistic. I've seen this myself after years of covering all these different types of people and communities. A lot of these people are just not normal. I promise you, the most extreme, like political commentators or finance YouTubers, drama YouTubers, people who are in the spotlight right now, who are really famous and rich, they're not neurotypical, right? So in my opinion, it tracks. It really does. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about this. Listen, if you want to improve...
Oh shit, that's the end of the video. Alright, my niggas, I'm gonna talk to y'all niggas later.